Get your pen and paper ready because I have cracked the code on how to glow up physically and I am gatekeeping. This video will make more sense if you watch the first part, linked in the description. I would suggest you watch that first and then come back to this one. But if you need a refresher, then here's what you missed on Glee. One thing they don't tell you about glowing up is that you need to study your anatomy. Otherwise, those glow up tutorials might not work the way they want you to, and then you're going to start blaming your anatomy for not being able to pull it off. We talked about other things as well, like how your budget affects how long you're going to achieve your glow up, the internal and external efforts of glowing up, as well as the two categories, care and style, and how style is more complicated to figure out than care. That is what we're going to cover in this video, starting with hair. To figure out the haircut and hairstyle that works for you, you need to determine your face shape. This also works if you wear glasses. I personally do not wear glasses, but if you are one of those people, I would definitely recommend watching this video. Now, determining your face shape can be so confusing. You can find a ton of face shape discovery tutorials, and it's just but do not fret, because here's what I found. Face shape is not some strict rule that you have to follow. So it's not something that you would really categorize your face into, you know? So your face isn't strictly a heart, it's not strictly a diamond. It can fall to either categories. There's this wheel. In fact, of all the videos I've watched, there's this one video that claims that Jennifer Aniston has a square-shaped face. But in another video, according to them, Jennifer Aniston has a heart-shaped face. Get the picture? Again, it can be tricky to find your face shape, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. So here is the simpler way to figure it out. So I want you to take a good look at your face. Really pull your hair back like that. Okay. And then you observe. Now, you don't necessarily need a measuring tape, okay? It's not, again, we're going to simplify this whole thing. I want you to focus on 3 points on either side: your temple, your cheekbone, and your jawline. So take a book and place it on the side of your face. Which part hits first? Is it your temple? Is it your cheekbone? Or is it your jaw? Whichever part touches first, that means that is the widest part of your face. If your answer is the temples, then you might have an oval face shape, an oblong face shape, or a heart face shape. If you answered the cheekbones, then you might have a round face or a diamond face shape. If your answer is jawline, then you might have a square face shape or a triangle face shape. Now we observe the outline of your jawline. Is it pointy? Is it round? Or is it angular? If it's round, you might have an oval face shape or a round face shape. If the outline of your face is strong or angular, then you might have a rectangle face shape or a triangle face shape. But if it's pointy, then you might have a diamond face shape or a heart face shape. And lastly, we observe the length of your face. Is it roughly the equal size as the widest part of your face, or is it longer? If it's equal, then you might have a round or a square face shape. But if it's longer, then you might have an oval face shape, diamond, or oblong. Again, your face shape doesn't have to fall into a certain category, just one. It might fit to either of the spectrum. And so if you want to figure out more about your face shape, you can watch this video or this video. If you're all set, you can watch this video to find out what hairstyle or haircut suits your face shape. But the point here is to create balance to enhance whatever face shape you have. Also, when it comes to hair color, you can find out what works for you by studying your undertone and your color essence, and I'll cover that later in the video. Let's head on to face. For makeup, you can study your face shape, your eye shape, skin tone and undertone, and color essence. You also might want to adjust your makeup if you wear glasses or not, and for that, I recommend you to watch this video. Studying your face shape and eye shape can help you know how to contour in a way that enhances your face. We already covered face shape, so if you want to know how to contour based on that, then you can watch this video. Now let's head on to eye shape. Again, it's not strictly categorized to a certain eye shape, but here's a video that you might want to watch if you want to dive deep into it. Whatever your eye shape is, you can manipulate it into any shape or look you want by keeping in mind which part you push back in space and which ones you bring forward. Here's a video that shows you how to do that. So let's head on to skin tone and undertone. Finding your skin tone and undertone can help you determine your base colors or what color foundation, concealer you might want to use that suits your skin tone. You might have come across the most common ways to determine your undertone, as in to check your veins and see if it's green or blue or purple, or wearing gold jewelry or silver jewelry, and then determine which one suits you from there. It is true that undertones are categorized as warm, neutral, cool, and olive. But the thing is, undertone is a spectrum. So you don't just, oh, you're a warm, you are right here. You know what I mean? Again, there's no cookie cutter way of defining your body and your face type, color, whatever, because again, everybody's face and body are so different. Yeah, it can be categorized, but at the end of the day, it's not strictly categorized into certain category. I don't know. So here's a video that you might want to watch if you want to know more about the spectrum of skin undertones. Also, if you think you have olive skin, you can watch this video. Other than the undertone being a spectrum, there's also this thing called color seasons. Finding your color season is useful if you want to know what blush or lip color or eyeshadow color suits your face. This is also useful if you want to know what colors work for your outfits. Here's a video that covers entirely about color seasons. It takes a lot of trial and error to nail whatever look you want that suits you, so be patient, take your time, you'll get there. Also, here are some YouTuber recommendations that you might want to watch for makeup tutorials. Let's head on to fashion or body. To find clothes or outfits that work for you, it might be a good idea to study color essence, face essence, body essence, and body types. We already covered color seasons, so let's head on to body types. Again, you don't have to literally get a measuring tape to know what your body type is. You simply observe yourself in the mirror, either wearing your underwear or clothes that hug you but not in a tight way. From there, you observe your shoulders or your bust area, your waist, and your hips. Generally, there are 4 body types, which are rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle, and hourglass. Once you know your body type, you're going to want to wear clothes that emphasize certain parts of your body that don't stand out as much to create balance. Let's head on to the first body type. If you have shoulders, waist, and hips that are similar in width, you might have a rectangle body shape. So if you're someone like me, you might want to wear clothes that really emphasize your shoulders and your hips, and clothes that cinch in your waist. Okay, next. If your hips in particular stand out, or that's the widest part of your body, then you might have a pear or triangle body shape. If that sounds like the body type you have, you might want to create balance by wearing tops that really flare out your shoulders. Next, this is the opposite. of triangle. You might guess it by now. It's inverted triangle. So if your shoulders are broad, then you might have an inverted triangle body shape. To create balance, you might want to wear bottoms or dresses with bottoms that really flare out so that you can enhance or emphasize your hips. The last one would be hourglass. You might have an hourglass body shape if your shoulders and hips are wide and they're similar in size, but your waist is already cinched in. To create balance, you might want to wear outfits that really emphasize your waist. You might be wondering, Janice, when you say wear clothes that emphasize your shoulders slash waist slash hips, what the hell do you mean? If you want to know more about that, you can watch this video by KDU and this other video by Jasmine. Or if you're a baller, you can get to know more about your body even further by studying body essence, aka Kibby, or face essence, aka Kitchener. For body essence, you can watch this video, and for face essence, you can watch this video. Body essence and face essence are by far the hardest thing to learn in this video, and there aren't a lot of resources to refer to. So if you have a lot of money, I would suggest you splurge on that. Or if you're on a budget, you can Google body essence or face essence quiz. But I'd like to remind you that the results may not be correct. So again, it takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what body essence you have, or Kibby, or what face essence you have, or Kitchener. If you want to know more about that, you can head on to this channel. Or if you want the more general tips, you can head on to KDU's The Dude series playlist. Also, here are some channels that I would like to recommend for more fashion tips. Before I conclude this video, I'm going to recommend two more channels, honorable mentions, that did not fall into the other categories I mentioned because they covered everything, sort of, all the categories. So definitely watch that. Now, if you think about it, there is no one size fits all approach when it comes to your beauty. There's diversity in beauty, and you cannot decide on an ideal one because every type is just different and every type is just as beautiful. So the next time you look at yourself in the mirror and you wonder why your hips aren't wide enough, why your cheekbones aren't as prominent, remember that you are beautiful just the way you are. You do not modify your face and body to fit an ideal look. You modify the way you put on makeup and the way you dress to fit into your facial and body features. You can look your very best and have the ultimate physical glow up if you use your anatomy to your advantage.